How's it? I'm Yarps. Today I'm back out in the forest for a one-night solo hammock camp with a difference. Well, what's the difference, I hear you ask, between this solo wild hammock camp and the last one? Well, let me tell you. You all may know that I'm a bit of a OneTigris fan, and guess who contacted me out of the blue? Nope, not OneTigris. It was OneWind Outdoors. They reached out to me. They claimed they liked my content. They asked me if I wanted to review a couple of their products, and they'll send them to me for free. Was I interested? Hell yeah, free stuff? Send it to me, I said. So they have. I've got from them a OneWind Tempest 11-foot Zippered Hammock, along with their new inflatable pillow. I'm looking forward to trying those out tonight. But a little difference to that, I've got also my OneTigris Kompound hammock with me. So I'm going to string that up on a couple of trees over that way, and I'm going to string my OneWind hammock over here. I'm going to sleep in my OneWind hammock tonight, but I'm going to do a little comparison between the two of them both strung up. Okay, bags unpacked. I've popped all the bits and bobs down on the floor here. Now that is the still in its original packaging. They sent it to me. The OneWind Tempest Hammock, which I'm going to be putting up. That also is the OneWind Camping Pillow. So those are the two items I'm going to be reviewing. I've also brought along my OneWind underquilt protector, which I've used before, which I highly rate. I bought that out of my own money. And I've brought along as well, and I own two of these babies, the OneTigris Kompound hammock. I brought the OD green along rather than the coyote brown. I've got later on, I'm not expecting any rain. I brought a DD tarp along with me, the 3x3, which I'll be popping on over the top. The OneTigris top quilt. I've got the OneTigris underquilt, which is built to fit the OneTigris Kompound hammock. Now, I don't know, because the OneWind hammock, I believe, is longer, if that's going to fit properly underneath the OneWind hammock. We'll have to wait and see. This is what today's all about. What's in the bag? Here we go. Looks like the hammock in its own bag. Ooh, double-ended. Double-ended bag. Looks like a buckle sticking out of one end, so I'm guessing you put it up from that end first. What else we got? Make home where you are. OneWind Hammock User's Manual. And instructions how to do that. Us men, we don't read instructions, but I might just do that because I don't want to look an idiot. And what else we got in here? Anything else? Looks like a couple of tent pegs and some guy lines. Okay, cool. That's what's in the bag. Okay, so we'll start with the OneTigris hammock. It's it's a great little hammock. I've really enjoyed using it. And it's a windy day in the woods, so the hammock's being blown everywhere. We've got gusts of 15 mile an hour at the moment, which isn't a lot, but these little lightweight hammocks are blowing around. Okay, the hammock in detail. As I say, I love this little hammock. I've had some great nights sleep in it. And I'm a side sleeper. But I'm a side sleeper who tends to curl up on his side. If I was lay flat on this hammock, I'm like a banana. My legs are up in the air, and it's very difficult to lie diagonal on the OneTigris hammock. I think it's just a little too small and a little too narrow to lie diagonally to get a flat lie. But I say that doesn't bother me because I'm a side sleeper, and I can get very comfortable with that sort of curled up on my side. Really like this hammock. If I have to be finicky, there's two things maybe three I'm not overly happy with. The zips are YKK and they're great zips. I've never had them catch on me at all. Saying that will probably catch right now. But with one hand, with the hammock saggy, opens really easy. The bit I'm sort of have niggles with that I don't really use is this top layer. It creates, as I said, a little microclimate, adds a few degrees of warmth to your winter camp, and that's why they call it a four-season hammock. But for me, in a hammock, the cold tends to come from underneath, not the top. And I don't like using this thing. I find it gets in the way. So I will undo it all, which I'm not going to do, with one hand. Unzip it both sides because it zips up. and then I'll stuff it up into the end of the hammock. But the only problem with stuffing up there is a little pouch area for it, but it does tend to come undone in the night, so I have to put extra sign of elastic, etc., to hold it up there. But it's no, you're not really going to see this with one hand. It's not going to work. But that top layer unzips all the way up, and you can put that away. What you can't do, however, is remove the bug net. The bug net only unzips from one side, and that for me is kind of annoying. I would love a bug net that unzips fully and you can stow it away for those sort of summery days when there's very few bugs around, because bug nets in my eyes do create a little microclimate as well. It stops a little of the airflow. You can definitely feel it when you open them up, the cold air coming in. So to be able to remove that is a great thing. The other thing I don't like is that the zip is only one side of the hammock, so if you choose to, you've got to choose which side you're going to get out of when you set the hammock up. And if you wanted a quick escape out the other side, you can't do that. It's only one side that the hammock zips up. And that's it. That's the OneTigris Kompound hammock. Very simple, very usable, and I get a great night's sleep in it. Although I do know of people who haven't slept so well in it, particularly those who like to lie flat. But for me, I have no issues with this hammock at all. It's very simple to put up, very quick to put up, and very quick to take down. That's the OneTigris hammock. We're moving on to the OneWind now. Now what I have done with the OneWind is, which I talked about the OneTigris has as well, the OneWind has the little elasticated cords which help expand or widen the hammock, and they also help stabilize it sort of in the wind. And being windy at the moment, I'm glad I put that on there. But I have put a chair on the ground where the elasticated cable is, so that I don't end up tripping over it for the moment, and that's just purely there while I'm walking around with the camera in my hands. But I tell you what, first impressions, wow, it's good. I like it a lot. I really, really like it a lot. Right, a quick walkthrough. It did take a little bit longer to put up than the compound hammock, and even once I'm used to putting it up, I still think it'll take a bit longer, because there's a few more intricate things to do with the cinch buckles, etc., and the ridge line. So yeah, it's apart from that, I'm not in any rush anyway. It's great, and some of the little extra features on it, wow, I'm very impressed with. Haven't had a good night's sleep on it yet, so we'll wait to see in the morning what my thoughts are on that. But here's the initial impression. So we've got, I believe these are 14 foot long. That's the straps that are for mounting up with, and they've got a little plastic rubbery retainer, so that because the straps are so long, you can wind the strap back on itself, put it through the rubber retainer, and I've done it, wrap it around the tree as well. There are cinch buckles on these things. Now you can go on to there's many videos out there about how these work. Very simple. You just thread the strap onto it and then tighten. It's that simple, really. It's got a little, this is the pouch the hammock came in, so it kind of unravels and remains on the line. I thought, okay, right, really? But then I realized how excellent that idea is, because the bug net is removable, not fully, but it unzips all the way around to the bottom, back up the other side to this end, still remains attached at this point to the hammock, and you can roll up the bug net, stuff it into the pouch there, cinch it up a little bit, keep your bug net out of the way if you wish to, and that for me is great. I love it. Now, it's not a double layer hammock. There are some hammocks out there that are double layers where people like to put pads inside them. I don't sleep with a pad in a hammock, so I have no need for a double layer. So it's just a single layer. I'll run through the stats in a little while of the differences in fabric, etc., between the two. It's got a ridgeline, and it's a structural ridgeline. It actually is load bearing, this ridgeline, and on top of that, not only comes with some Prozix scattered along it, but also comes with an organizer on it, and it comes with what I can only describe as maybe a bottle storage area, which I put up by the head end, and perhaps you can keep a drink in there overnight. I don't know if you can see that from here, but fantastic little thing. So I put it up to the top end of the internal ridgeline. I haven't played with the hang yet. I've sat in it. I haven't laid in it. That's something I'm going to do off camera. just to get the perfect lie. So I'll be adjusting the straps at either ends just to get the height correct, and then I'll be adjusting the internal ridge line, which is a structural ridge line, to get the hang right, the dip right, so that just suits my kind of style of sleeping, which is on my side, curled up. But yeah, I love it, and it's a lot longer than the OneTigris. This is 11 foot long. They even do 12 foot long versions as well. But this is 11 foot long, as opposed to the OneTigris over there, which is a mere 8.5 feet. It's also a lot wider as well. I'll come to stats in a minute. And that's it. I'm very impressed with it so far. A lot of great extra features on it. It's certainly a lot wider, and I believe for the flat sleepers out there, you can diagonal lay on, well, you can see by the width of it, there's a huge width. You can diagonal lay on it and get a much flatter lie. And of course it has zips on both sides of the bug net, so you can get in and out from either side. I really like that a lot. That's a great extra feature. Of course the proof will be in the pudding. The hammock's only as good as the night's sleep you get in it. It's going to be a windy night, as you can see. The OneTigris is blowing away, nearly turning upside down in the distance there. And this one, if it wasn't held down by the rubber bungees, it would be all over the place as well. So I'm looking forward to a nice windy, rocky night in my hammock. Next little job is to see if my OneTigris underquilt fits the OneWind hammock. Being 11 foot rather than 8.5 foot, I imagine that the OneTigris underquilt was designed for the compound hammock. So this is going to be interesting, because if it doesn't fit, it does mean I need to, at some point in the future, buy the OneWind underquilt. So we'll see how this goes. There's some good news, and there's some bad news. Well, it's not really bad news, but the OneTigris underquilt fits. It's a little shorter in length. I don't think that's an issue, because you tend to lie centrally in the hammock, and it doesn't reach to the far ends, but that's normal, I think, with underquilts. There it is. All looks hunky-dory. However, as the wind picks up, the underquilt will pop out from the hammock itself, because currently there's no weight in the hammock. So the bad news is it does pop out, it doesn't stay in place. The good news is that once you're in the hammock, and I've just had a little lie in there, once you're in the hammock, the underquilt stays in place, because the hammock lowers itself down into the underquilt and yeah, it wraps around you. Works a treat. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Not perfect, but good enough. Tonight's sleep will be the test of that one, though. I'm going to pop on because it's windy, and lying in a hammock, you get a lot of chill from underneath rather than from on top. I've got a OneWind underquilt protector. It's a great little addition to my hammock camping. Adds a tiny little extra bit of warmth, takes out some wind chill, and it's also water repellent as well. So if we do get any rain coming in sideways, bouncing off the ground upwards, it's going to protect the underquilt, and it's going to keep me a little bit warmer. So I'm going to pop that on now. Last but not least, my other little freebie, which I'm really excited to open. First time out the package. Fits in your hand. It's the OneWind Camping Pillow. Oh, it's tightly in there. Give that a yank. Okay, the bag is separate. Ooh. There's something about this pillow that really excites me. And no, it's not the rubber bladder, although rubber is my thing. It is these little straps, these little cords. They're designed, so if you're a ground dweller, they'll fit around your sleeping pad and hold your pillow in place. But more importantly, they're designed to hang in on the hammock and keep your pillow in place in the hammock, rather than you waking up during the night and you're looking down around you and behind you to find where your pillow is. Your pillow will be in the same place. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this out. Let's try blow it up. See how many breaths it takes. I guess you just blow straight in. I Well, that was 2 breaths. Doesn't seem to be escaping the air. I'm guessing you push. Oh, yep. Well, 2 breaths, blew it up. Clips back in again. I'm guessing you could, that's fully blown up, very firm. I'm guessing you could let it down a little bit. I'll look at the stats in a minute on it, but I'm very impressed. I'm going to work out how to hang this inside the hammock, and I'll get straight back to you. Okay, both hammocks are up. I've accessorized the OneWind. It's pretty much ready for my sleep tonight. Thought I'd just give you a quick overview on the stats of both hammocks. We'll start over here with the OneTigris. It's the OneTigris Kompound hammock. It's a one-person winter hammock, they say on the site. It comes in 2 colours. It's an OD green or a coyote brown. The material is a 210T nylon taffeta. The dimensions, I said to you earlier, quite a small hammock, 8'6" in length, 4'3" in width, which in meters is 2.6 meters by 1.3 meters. Its weight in a bag is 2 pounds, 910 grams. Its capacity is 330 pounds or 150 kilos. Any heavier than that, not recommended to use it. Features, it's got a zippable internal cover, which I don't like. It's one I told you about earlier, but it creates a little microclimate, and I guess that's helpful in the winter. I just find it a real pain in the middle of the night having to, if you need a pee, as you do at my age, having to unzip your sleeping bag, unzip the internal cover, and then unzip the bug net in order to get out, have your pee, and have to repeat that getting back in again. The ridgeline is non-structural, however it's there to hold up the bug net, and it's got a lantern attachment. You can see the little attachment points on there. And you can use the bag it comes in as an organizer on that ridgeline. I haven't stuck it up now. 2 good carabiners, they're 12 kilonewton carabiners. It's got 2 guy lines with bungees. They're attached to that point there, and that would stretch out and open up the hammock. I haven't added that because I will not be sleeping in it tonight, unless of course the OneWind hammock is extremely uncomfortable. Then I'll have it up over here to jump into. And it's got daisy chains, so unlike some hammocks, I've had cheaper hammocks than this before, and they've only had 4 or 5, maybe 6 daisy chain hoops on them. This one has a whole 14 hoops on it, and they tree strap is around, I think it's 9 foot in length. It's a good little hammock. I really do like it. That's the OneTigris Kompound hammock, currently selling on the OneTigris site in dollars for $54.99. You can get it on Amazon, I believe, and on AliExpress as well. You can shop around for deals. But on the OneTigris site, $54.99. Now over to my new hammock, the OneWind. As we were talking about price on the OneTigris of $54.99, this one's a little bit more expensive. It's $74.90 on the OneWind Outdoors website. For me, that's not a bad price, really. It may be $19 more expensive. However, it comes with a host of extra features, and it's a bigger hammock as well. And we'll run through those now. It's called the Tempest. It's a 11-foot zipper camping hammock, it's called, and it comes in OD green or brown. For those of you who don't know what OD stands for, it means olive drab. No one wants the word drab associated with their products, so they've shortened it to OD, but that's what it is, OD or brown. The material is a 1.7 ounce 40D ripstop nylon. Take your pick out of the 2 hammocks. The nylon taffeta, slightly smoother of the OneTigris. You do slip around a lot more on that, whereas ripstop nylon is a little more grippy, but it is a little bit more stretchy as well, but it is very strong. The dimensions of this hammock, as I said, the OneTigris is 8'6" long. This is actually 11 foot long by 5'4" wide. And that is actually 2.5 feet longer than the OneTigris and 1 foot 1 inch approximately wider. So that's a 335 in meters length, 162 in width, and basically 75 centimeters longer and 32 centimeters wider in dimensions than the OneTigris Kompound. Weight comes in at 2.1 pounds, 950 grams, and literally that's only 1 ounce more than the OneTigris, and it does come, as I said, with extra accessories as well, and it's a bigger hammock, and it comes with a couple of tent pegs, so it pretty much equates to similar weight. Capacity of what it'll handle, it'll take 500 pounds. I think the OneTigris is only 330 pounds. That's OneTigris is 150 kilos. This is 226 kilos in weight this hammock will take. So it's definitely that ripstop nylon is a lot stronger. Features of it, it's got built-in zipper bug net, and as I've shown you, I love this bug net. It unzips all the way around from this end all the way to the end and then back round to the other end, and you can stuff the bug net into the original bag that the hammock came in and keep the bug net out of the way if you wish to just lie in the hammock itself. It's got an adjustable ridge line, and the ridge line is actually made of UMHWPE, which to those of you technical out there means ultra high molecular weight polyethylene. It's a highly durable abrasion resistance plastic, and it's used in many applications where they require high strength, including bulletproof items. So yep, that's that little cable there, the ridge line. It's great strength to it. What else we got with it? It's got this, it's adjustable, it's weight bearing, and it allows you to shorten the ridge line to create more of a sag to your hammock if you like a bit more of a sag, or you lengthen your ridge line and you'll have a longer, flatter hammock. Key thing about this hammock for me is the width. I've had a quick lie in it and just to test it out, and you can lie diagonally on it and get a flatter lie. Not that I do, but you can for those of you who do like that. I'm a side sleeper, and for me it's great for that, just on the little trial. The big test will come tonight when I actually sleep in the thing. We've done the abrasion resistance. Yeah, it's a pretty good hammock. The tree straps are 11 foot long. It doesn't have hoops, daisy chains like the OneTigris. Instead, it's got these buckles. I think they're called cinch buckles. That's these little things here, and they're very easy to adjust. You just pull the strap or let it go, and it loosens and relaxes. And there is a little rubbery bit up there which takes care of the excess strap. So it just tidies things up a nice little bit. And it's got the 2 shock cords, as I said, which I've got the chair covering up at the moment, which help pull out the hammock if you need to do so. Excuse me for burping. And that's it, really. That's the OneWind Tempest 11-foot zipper hammock, as opposed to the OneTigris 8.5-foot compound hammock. Well, that's the stats on these 2 hammocks. Yeah, I'm impressed. As I say, I do love the OneTigris Kompound hammock. It's a great little hammock, and it's going to remain in my collection. And I'll certainly be lending it out to anybody who needs to borrow a hammock from me when we're out camping, community camping, etc. But yeah, you gotta love this hammock as well. As a relatively budget hammock, it's packed full of features. And I say the test will come tonight, the sleeping in it. Oh, just a little quickie. I'm going to pop up a DD 3x3 tarp. And just for my buddy Sticks, toggles on a ridgeline. I've popped up a DD tarp 3x3. It's not expected to rain tonight. It said 0% chance. That's what it said on my last solo hammock camp, and it rained for 2 hours during the night. So I'm not trusting it. I've stuck the tarp up anyway. A little bit of extra protection anyway from anything that's dropping from the foliage above. And the OneTigris Kompound hammock I've taken down. It's going to be a clear night tonight, dropping down to 1 degree centigrade. No idea what that is in Fahrenheit. And so it's going to be a chilly one. But I'm fully prepared. I've got plenty of warm gear. I've learnt a long time ago Once you've had one bad, cold, restless night, you learn a big lesson. And I'd rather bring it and not need it than not bring it and need it. So yeah, I've got plenty of gear that'll keep me snug as a bug in a rug. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to my first night in my OneWind Tempest Hammock. The sun has set. Well, it's set below the horizon here. I'm on a hillside, and the direction the sun's set is beyond the hill, the other side. So I think it's probably still setting, but it's certainly set with regards to the forest point of view. The sky's still light in that direction. It's a lot darker in the forest now than the camera's showing. It's got a wonderful low light enhancement on the camera. Been listening to the bird song now for 40 minutes or so. Done a little bit of filming of the bird song as well. And the only problem with walking around in the forest right now recording is the amount of leaves on the floor, and every step you take does a rustling sound. So as much as I'd like to walk around and show you my surroundings, the noise from these rustling leaves is horrendous. So it's a case of standing still and panning round. Stunning. Beautiful. Just the therapy I need. Good morning. No idea what the time is. I've been listening to this bird song for the last 20 minutes or so. Saturday, 29th of March, just after 5:15 in the morning. Good morning. I've been lying here for about an hour now. Got up for a pee. Got up for a pee twice during the night as well. Had a really good sleep. Really good sleep. Very comfortable hammock, the OneWind. And the pillow. Yeah. Yeah, good night overall. It's cold this morning. It's 1 degree at the moment. The sun's risen. If I pan round, you can see that when I first woke, it was around 5:15, and you can see the sun coming through on the treetops over here. Won't be long before it's risen enough to shine on in me in my hammock, and it's rising in that direction over there. But yeah, OneWind hammock, you did me proud. It was a really, really good night's sleep, so thank you. Any better than the OneTigris? No, just as good. I've had some very good night's sleep in the OneTigris as well. But the OneWind, yeah, you did me proud. Really, really, really good night's sleep. And this pillow, very comfortable. And the best thing I love about it all is that it can attach to the hammock. So you can drop it out if you want to. You can... I can't reach it now. Where is it? There you are. You can pop it back in. I deflated the pillow's air in it during the night. 3 or 4 times. I've just aired it back up again because I'm lying on my back here. But yeah, for side sleeping on it, I just found it a little bit firm, and it's so easy. Just pop the cap off, put your finger in, deflate it a little, try it again, and I got it to about, I think, half inflation. And I felt that was perfect for me in a hammock. I mean, if I was flat laying on a bed, then I'd need it fairly well inflated on like a big firm pillow. But because the hammock's kind of banana shaped, you don't need quite a high rise in the pillow if you're a side sleeper. So I deflated it to about half pressure, and that was just perfect for me. Absolutely perfect. I snuggled into it. They say it's I think it's a peach material they call it, and I was a little confused by that. I understand what that means now. It kind of feels like you're lying on that sort of soft furry of a peach. Yeah, I enjoyed that. It was alright. It was good. So thank you, OneWind. I took the bug net down this morning as well. Don't need it, there's no insects flying around. And that's the other bonus about this hammock I couldn't do in the OneTigris. Lovely. Gonna enjoy this for a little longer. It's that time when camp's got to be broken up, and the sun's all peeking through the trees behind me there, and I've had a great night. It's a shame. It's got to be done. Back to the real world. But this is really special. I want to say a quick thank you to OneWind for the hammock and the pillow. Lovely bits of kit. Would I recommend them? Hell yeah, definitely. It's a fantastic hammock. Great value for money. And the pillow, quality little pillow too. I'll take you around camp this morning. That's last night's little fire pit. I'll scatter the ashes as best I can. You can see how the sun's coming through into the forest now. There's some lovely sunlit areas over there. This was me last night underneath the DD tarp. The hammock itself, oh, there's a little pillow, and I say, I don't know if it showed it properly, but you know, it attaches to the hammock, which means during the night you're not searching for your pillow. It's in the same place all night long. It's great. And being inflatable, it means I could alter the pillow to suit my needs as well. It was really, really comfortable. That ridge line, fantastic. Just absolutely fantastic. I got so much hanging off of it because it's structural. It can tackle so much weight. I had the camera in there, I had lighting on there. Oh, etc, etc, everything. My keys, my knife, so on and so forth. Really, really good. Gonna be ashamed to break camp. As soon as I get home, I'll knock up my little review video and then start planning for my next outing. But yeah, this is just special. Wonderful night's sleep. That's it. I'm all packed up. Just enjoying the last few moments of birdsong. The sun's fully up in the sky now. Well, that's my one night solo hammock camp in the forest with my new OneWind Tempest Hammock and inflatable pillow. Done. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.